Hey friend, it's Demetra. Welcome if you are new to my channel, and if you are returning, welcome back. On my channel, I discuss healing, self-development, and my weight loss journey with alternate day fasting and a GLP-1 compound Tirzepatide. Yes, you heard that right. Alternate day fasting is returning to my weight loss journey, and I will discuss that more in another video about why and the benefits that I see. But in today's video, I'm here to do my week 17 weigh-in. I have not implemented alternate day fasting in my journey yet. I plan on starting tomorrow. And for those who have followed me on my alternate day fasting journey, you know that my ADF schedule was to fast on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then I would feast on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and then Sunday I would do OMAD. I'm going to return to the same schedule, and I will be starting tomorrow. So I'm excited about the combination of the two. I will continue to do my GLP-1, and I'm now on the 10 milligrams of that. So let's discuss this week's weigh-in. Last week was my last week with a 7.5 milligram dosage, and I am on 50 units. I know all pharmacies do things different, but for me, 50 units is 7.5 milligrams. And I get my medication from Mochi Health. This video is not sponsored. I just wanted to give you guys some information. There is a link in the description box, and you get $40 off if you use my referral code. Everybody who's with Mochi will get a referral code to pass on. So if you sign up through me, I'll get $40 off. You'll get $40 off. And then you'll also get a $40 off referral code to pass on to other people. I know the dosage and formula is different with different pharmacies, but for Mochi Health, and that is through Akita Pharmacy, Mochi has different pharmacies. Different pharmacies can provide services and medicines to different states. So my next injection, I will be going up to the 10 milligram. Also, this week I did do something a little different. I did an experiment with split dosing. And for those of you who don't know what split dosing is, it is where you take half of your medication one day, and then 3 to 4 days later you take the other half. That helps with people who may get nauseous or sick with the medication, and also it helps with people to keep that hunger from like returning. It's like always in your system versus it's strong in your system and then dips down, and then the next few days before your if you're on a 7-day regimen, before your next dose, you may start to feel that hunger come back. The split dosing kind of keeps that drop from coming. And I did take a dose on, what day was it? Let me see. This past Thursday, I did 25 units, which is half of the 50 that I get, of the 7.5 milligrams. And then today, which is Sunday, I did the other 25 units of the 7.5 milligrams. And so far, I feel pretty good about it. I will talk more about it as I continue to do split dosing, which I do definitely plan to continue to do that. Now, I have noticed as I'm coming to the end of the 7.5 milligrams, I am starting to notice more appetite suppression and lessening of food noise. But going from this past Thursday and then today doing the second dose, I feel really good because I didn't struggle to get to Sunday the way I would have in a 7-day time period, if that makes sense. Also, it's very important to know your habits, because I know from past experience that my cravings start kicking in around 7 p.m. We eat dinner anywhere between 5:30 and 6, and then around 7, 8 at the latest, because I usually go to bed around 9 or 9:30. That's when my cravings start kicking in. I usually want popcorn or something sweet or some junk food, of course. And it's not like I'm craving broccoli or nothing like that. And it's very important to know your habits. I know from past experience that between 7 and 8, 8:30, my cravings start kicking in. And our living room and kitchen, like, we have an open floor plan. So if I'm sitting in the living room watching TV, like, I'm right beside the kitchen. So I remove myself from that space after dinner. I go in my bedroom and journal, do something to keep me busy or distracted, because the cravings kick in and I'm more at risk to cave when I'm right there in the kitchen. And my son and husband, they may be getting a snack. So I just remove myself from that environment so I don't have to fight the cravings off as much. And with the GLP-1, I've noticed that even when those cravings come in, I'm able to say, no, not going to do it. And then I can move on. I do believe that I'm a slow responder to compound Tirzepatide. I tried semaglutide last year, and I didn't post or film about that, but I lost 25 pounds and then gained it back. And then I was only on it for about 6 months because I just felt like it wasn't working as quick as I wanted to. And I really didn't give it enough time. I'm not going to make the same mistake this time. I'm going to stick with the Tirzepatide, and I've accepted the fact that I'm a slow responder, and I just have to be okay with that if I want to be successful. It's better than getting off the medicine and gaining my weight back, not losing anything. It's better to be a slow responder than not responding at all. So I am grateful for that, because I know some people don't respond to the medication at all, and it is a tool that I'm very thankful for. And I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I said that I was going to make sure that I exercised 3 times this week, and I didn't. I didn't exercise 1 time this week. So I want to be very transparent that I plan to do better this week, but life gets in the way sometimes, and I know that that is not an excuse, and I'm definitely not making any. I can make time for things that I want to make time for. So all I can say is that I'm going to do better this week. I've set up my workspace, my office at home, my home office at that. Hey, I work from home, y'all. That's so cool. I love that. But anyway, I have set up my home office space with all this exercise equipment, and I will be using it. And as far as food and hydration this week, I did okay with my hydration. I did make sure that I had my protein shake every morning. I've set reminders on my computer, on my smartwatch, on my phone, on Alexa, to remind me to drink my water, girl. That's what all my reminders say. Demetra, drink your water, girl. So I want something that stands out to me so that I can't tune it out, like we tend to do our kids sometimes. Or am I the only one that's guilty of that? Now with my food, I did track breakfast and lunch, which was really just my protein shake. And then for lunch, I had a yogurt so that I could get more protein in as well. And then I did not track, which I didn't plan on tracking, my dinner. And that's because it's just, for me right now with recipes and things like that, I don't have the mental capacity to count calories and calculate and add things up. If it's just a meal, say a frozen meal or something like that, and it tells me it's 320 calories, I don't mind tracking that. But if I'm making chili or something like that, then I'm not going to right now. I have to pace myself and be honest with myself on what I'm willing to do. Over the years, I've always counted calories and points and, all these different things and carbs. And right now, I just don't want to do that, which is why I prefer to cut my calories by doing alternate day fasting and the GLP-1. This right here is both a side effect and a challenge that I had this week. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to show you first. Everything that I used this week for this particular side effect and challenge. Does anybody know what this is? Yeah. Miralax, milk of magnesia, magnesium citrate, and Dulcolax. You know what this is for, right? The side effect, constipation. So I've never been one to have issues with constipation. So I know that it is from the side effect from the Tirzepatide. I don't have a gallbladder, so since I haven't had a gallbladder, which has been since 2005, I've been able to go to the bathroom regularly. My coffee is usually a laxative for me, and TMI, I'm sorry guys, but we all know that that's a topic because it's a side effect with the GLP-1. So I have struggled this week. I tried one day, it didn't work. So then I have 4 different things here. And I try something different every day. I did get a little bit of relief finally on the last day with the second dose of milk of magnesia. So if anybody has any recommendations for that side effect and that challenge, let your girl know. And also another challenge for me this week. Not only did I deal with constipation, guess what? Mother Nature decided to show up. Yeah. Because I'm perimenopausal, do not have a regular cycle, and I track it, and I might go a few months without one and then have one, and then 2 weeks later have another one. That's what happened this time. I had one earlier on in October, and here it is, still October, okay? And here she is again. We also know that mental health, emotional health, all play a part when it comes to our habits with eating. Whether we're happy and it's a joyous occasion and we are celebrating with food, or we're sad and we're grieving and we want comfort, so we're comforting with food. So as some of you may know, if you watched a couple of my other videos about my healing journey, that I am back with my therapist, and I had a second session with him this week. In therapy, we talked just a little bit about my relationship with my dad, and we never really formulated a relationship. He was in and out of my life, mostly out. I met him really for the first time when I was 18 or 19 years old, I think, and already a mom myself at that point. So I have some abandonment issues from that. So we talked about that some. And I told my therapist that I want to work on my relationship with food. And I definitely believe that that plays a huge factor in why my relationship with food is the way it is. So we have to dive into that to, you have to get to the root of the problem. It's not really about just food. Like, what's really eating you? That's what we're trying to get to. And I have actually identified those things. I just don't know how to overcome them. So that's what I'm getting into therapy for, is to try to heal from this and develop new habits and strategies and ways to cope with things in my life so that I don't turn to food for comfort, because I have abandonment issues and abuse from a past relationship and grief and just so much trauma in my life that I need professional help. So if you need professional help, please do not be afraid to seek professional help. We mainly focused on, though, the abusive relationship that I was in, and that's where we dived deep into, and that is our focus right now. And if you guys don't journal, I highly suggest you to journal. Get these feelings and emotions out of you on paper. If you don't want to go get professional help, at least release those emotions. All right, y'all, off my soapbox. Let's get to these numbers for this week. Last week, I was 291.8 pounds. That was week 16. Week 17, which is this week, I was 293.8 pounds. That is a gain of 2 pounds this week. And you know what? I'm not even upset about that. With all the challenges and side effects, that I had this week, a gain of 2 pounds, and Mother Nature is still here. So I'm very happy that I didn't gain more than that, and I will take it. I am setting small goals for myself. So my goal is to get out of these 290s. That is my next goal. So that's my advice to you guys. Like, set small, attainable goals for yourself. Because if you look at the big picture, oh, I have over 100 pounds to lose, that's going to feel overwhelming. And it's going to take a while to get that weight off. So set small, attainable goals. My suggestion is in 5 to 10 pound increments, something that you can achieve within a month or so. And take pictures, take measurements, all of the things to help you see the weight loss, because you may be losing inches before you lose pounds. And you will be able to see that on the tape measure and in the photo. For more content like this, please subscribe to my channel, comment, like, and share this video. And until next time, bye, friend.